is unless you build that kind of political apparatus, we're never going to get this thing done the way it needs to be done.
So here you are building the political apparatus, documenting it so that people have a roadmap, and also the work that you're doing around getting business leaders and influencers to understand the economic value of investing in something like this. Let me just step back for a second and ask you personally, what has it been like for you as a leader to take on such a visionary, goal and to work? I mean, I know you work around the clock for years now. What's that been like for you personally?
I really didn't think about it as visionary because, of course, I grew up with, John F. Kennedy's my uncle and Robert Kennedy and Ted Kennedy's my dad, all of whom were enormously successful in their own ways and politically. I had an aunt, Eunice Shriver, who started Special Olympics. I was kind of had that way of thinking of the world in a different, bigger way, just because it was familiar to me, really not out of any kind of special powers that I had to think visionary. It just was the way I was brought up to think about big things. We are so blessed growing up to have been surrounded by Andrew Young, who did the democracy camps to help educate people how to do nonviolent protests, which was the success behind Dr. King. I had a chance to meet Cesar Chavez from the farm workers, who was close to my Uncle Bobby. I had a chance to watch my father travel around the country fighting for national health insurance and do field hearings around the country and hear from everybody that was unable to take care of their loved one because there was no access to affordable insurance. So, I had all of that as kind of my context. So when I thought about dealing with this issue, I thought about it in big ways because that was kind of the way I was raised.